Hi, welcome to our channel Mansa Tutorials. Today we are going to start our class 6 second chapter, that is playing with magnets. Okay. So before going to the session, I just want to confirm that if you have any doubts or you want to know something regarding any subject, I request you to please mention your requirements in the comment section. Okay. So today let's get into the chapter, that is playing with magnets. Are you interested to know about magnets? Hope everyone likes to play with magnets. So today we are going to know about magnets. Okay. So playing with magnets. Before going to this topic, have you ever got any doubt that whenever you observe a pin holder, yes, you know pin holder. So when you observe this pin holder, how this pin holder holds all the pins? Have you got any time this doubt? Probably you might have got that doubt. And even sometimes we stick some stickers on our refrigerators and almaras, isn't it? So whenever we are doing this, how this sticker is sticking to that refrigerator and almara? Do you have this doubt? Then today, for those particular doubts, we are going to have clarification in this chapter. Okay? So in this chapter, we are going to discuss how, means with what help this pin holder is holding. Means I doesn't mean that we are going to discuss only about this, but what is the secret? How this pin holder is holding the pins? How these stickers were sticking on refrigerators and almaras. So today we are going to discuss this topic in our chapter. Okay? So before going to the chapter, just we'll do one activity. Okay. So what is that activity? As per our textbook, if you see, finding objects that get stuck to the cap of the pin holder. So this is the activity 1 provided to us. So you know pin holder, mostly we observe in our schools, offices, right? So take that pin holder and try to place some objects in that, like safety pins, all the particular items. Okay, pencil, eraser, paper, try with everything, whatever items you know, whatever particulars you know. Okay, so whenever you try all these items to place in the pin holder, you just make a list which items were attached to the pin holder and which items were not attached to the pin holder. Okay, so when you do this activity, after certain time, what are the observations you observe in this activity? So what happened here? Only few items of your listed items, like if you have placed some pens, if you have placed pencil, eraser, paper, some list of items. Okay, so whenever you're doing this, only few items were stuck to the pin holder, isn't it? So why all iron pins and nails were stuck to the pin holder? Got this doubt? So why does it happen? You are having this doubt? Then here is the answer. What is that? The cap of the pin holder is possessing what? Magnet. That is the reason all these pins, iron particles, were attracted to the magnet in the pin holder. Understood? So similarly, in the stickers whatever we attach to the refrigerator and almaras, even there that particular sticker possesses what, you know? Magnet. Only because of that magnet they are attaching to the refrigerator and almaras. Okay, understood this point? So why pin holder is holding this iron pins, nails and these all, how it is holding? Because its cap was inbuilt with magnetic substance. That is the reason it is holding all the pins and safety pins, nails, etc. And at the same time, the stickers what we are using on refrigerators were possessing what? Magnets. That is the reason they are attaching to the magnet. Understood? See, now you got it out. Magnet is there. That is the reason nail and the pins were going and attaching to the magnet. Right? Then how this magnet is made? What are the materials used in this magnet? Isn't it? How was magnet discovered? Do you have any of these doubts? So let's try to get the answers for such type of questions, isn't it? So we have many doubts in our isn't it, in this topic? So I said that that pin holder is having magnet inbuilt. That is the reason it is holding pins. When it is having magnet inbuilt in it, understood? So what are the properties of magnet which are helping? Understood? So what is the property of magnet that is helping you to possess this? I mean, what I mean to say is helping you to hold these objects. So what is that particular material with which magnet is made? So today we are going to discuss in this topic. So now we are going to discuss about the story of magnet. So what is the story of magnet? Behind the story of magnet means who discovered this magnet for the first time, we are going to discuss. So one person named Magnus used to live in ancient Greece country. Okay, there this Magnus is a shepherd. Okay, he used to look after sheep. Understood? So he used to take every day his sheep for grass, feeding them with grass, and he used to take them to some farms. Okay, so when this process is going on, one day when he was taking his flock, means these sheeps, to to the place, what happened, he used to use one stick. For that stick, behind that stick there is one iron hook. Understood? For the entire stick, as I am showing in the figure, there is one iron hook to that particular what I have to say, that particular stick what he is using. So one day when he was guiding his flock, what happened, when he kept that particular stick onto the ground, he found that his stick was being pulled downwards. So he got a doubt, something is happening, that my stick is being pulled by something. So he understood that issue. So what happened, so when he is trying to do it with heavy force, what happened, he when he pulled out, he brought back, means his stick was stuck to a very thick big black rock called lode. Understood? This is a natural magnet. Understood? This is called what? Natural magnet. So from that time onwards, means this magnet, understood, it is named after whom? Magnus. Okay, the scientific name is Magnus. So this is the story behind magnet. So in ancient Greece, there lives a person, means a name, means a shepherd called Magnus, who, when he is guiding his flock, one day what happened, when he was guiding his flock to one place, so unexpectedly to his stick one one magnet stone was stuck. Understood? So as it is magnet stone, this iron was immediately attracted by that magnet. Understood? So that magnet name is lode. So this is the story of what? Magnet. Who discovered magnet, on behalf of whose name the name was coined as Magnus. Understood? That were provided. So now we are going to see, means from this means what you came to know, that substances which are having capacity or capability to attract iron were called what? Magnets. Understood? So any substance which is having capacity or capability to attract iron is known as what? Magnet. So it is named as magnet. Okay, so and that lode rock which is found there, understood, that is named as magnet on behalf of the shepherd's name. Understood? So this is the story behind magnet, means where magnet is found, by whom magnet is found, how it works. So what is a magnet? The substance which is having capacity to attract iron is known as what? Magnet. Understood? So now we are going to see what are the different types of magnets. Understood? Different shapes of magnets. Understood? You observe different types of magnets regularly, isn't it? So as shown in the display, there are different types of magnets like horseshoe magnet, bar magnet, ring magnet, disc magnet. So these are what? These all are magnets, but they are possessing different shape. Basing on their shape, we give them particular names like horseshoe magnet, bar magnet, ring magnet, and disc magnet. So those are the different types of this, means these are different types or different shapes of magnets. Understood? So now we are going to discuss activity 2 from our textbook. So what is activity 2 from our textbook? Finding materials attracted by magnet. So what is it? Any substance which is which will attract magnet is called what? Any substance which is attracting iron is called what? Magnet. So now we are going to see what are the substances which are being attracted by magnet. Okay, that we are going to perform activity in this here table. So in this table 2 were given. So we are going to conduct this experiment more. Understood? Iron nail, plastic, leather, metals. You can use cotton, wood, everything. Okay, you do perform activity with the wood, cotton, leather, everything. Leather belts, you have leather belts. No, take leather belt and go and keep it towards the magnet. Does it attract? No. When you are taking wood and you are placing it near the magnet, do it attract? No, it doesn't attract, isn't it? So whatever are attracting, you will write option yes. When it is not attracting, you will write option no. Understood? Understood that activity? So here from this activity, what you are coming to know, what you came to know, what you understood from this activity? Only few materials were attracted by magnet and few materials were not attracted by magnet. Understood? So the materials which are attracted by magnet are called what? Magnetic substances, and the substances which are not attracted by magnet are called what? Non-magnetic substances or non-magnetic materials. So what are magnetic materials? Magnetic materials are like what? Different types of magnetic materials are what? Like iron, nails, pin, alpin, ball pen, scissors, knife, screwdrivers. So all the tools, they come and attract to the magnet, isn't it? So what are non-magnetic materials? Non-magnetics are like plastic, wood, cotton. These all are what? Non-magnetic materials. So this activity 2 is helping us to find out what are magnetic materials and what are non-magnetic materials. Understood? So now we are going to, this activity 2 helps us to find out what are magnetic and non-magnetic material. Okay. So now we are going to see activity 3. What is this activity 3 showing? Now, using this magnet, can we separate iron fillings from sand? Okay. So what is this experiment saying, or what this activity is saying is that when you are, say, sand is there, no, it will have some iron particles also in that. Imagine some small iron ore type. Iron ore means what? Powdered like iron material. Understood? Even that mixes up with sand. So take some sand in a paper. Understand? Take some sand in a paper or a petri plate or anything. Understand? Now you try to dip one magnet in that sand. Okay. Dip that magnet in that sand, roll over that, and after some time you take out that magnet and observe. So what happened? You find some iron ore attaching to the magnet. Understood? So you find this. How? Because this magnetic substance can attract iron. Understood? This magnetic substances, as it attracts iron, so what happened? It will attract that iron ore or iron fillings what are present in the soil. So even soil has some iron ore or iron fillings, you imagine. Okay. So you want to separate that. Then what you are going to perform in this activity? So take some soil in one petri plate. Dip this magnet, bar magnet in the sand and roll over it, and after certain time remove the magnet and you observe some black color particles attaching to the magnet. You observe. So these all particles which are attached to the magnet were what? Iron fillings, like iron ore. They are iron ore mixed up with sand. So with this activity, what you came to know that some iron particles which are present in the soil can be separated by using what? Magnet. Understood? So activity 3 is saying how can we separate iron fillings from the sand. So now we are going to discuss activity 4. So now we are going to say activity 4. What is activity 4? Property of means this is what? Attracting iron remains same. Means this activity 4 is just to say this complete part of a magnet will attract us in the same way. See what I mean to say is if you are taking this much of magnet, is that complete magnet having same capacity of attracting iron, or only portion of the magnet is capable to attract iron or capable to attract. Understood? So complete part of the magnet is capable for attracting, or only some portion of the magnet is capable of attracting, or in some portion is more attractive than the remaining portion of the magnet. That we are going to discuss with this activity. So in this activity, what you have to do? So what happened? When you are taking some iron ore on the paper and you are placing bar magnet beneath the paper, you observe few iron ores are moving towards this side, few iron ores are moving towards this side, and in the middle region only few iron ores are there. So from this, what you come to know, that is poles of the magnet attract more when you compare to the middle region. Understand? So in the magnet, poles of the magnet will attract more. Means poles show more attraction. So the iron fillings which you spread on that A4 paper will move more towards the poles when compared to the middle region. So the poles. So from this we can conclude that every bar magnet having two ends whose attracting capacity is more than its other parts. These ends are called what? Poles of the magnet. So from this we came to know that poles of the magnet were more, means they have more attracting capacity when you compare it to the middle region of the magnet. Understood? So now we are going to discuss the next activity, that is activity 5. What is it saying? Finding the direction. So we can even find using bar magnet. First thing what you can do, we can separate iron fillings. Understand? We can separate mixtures. Understand? In the second experiment, we came to know that poles are having more attractive property when compared to the middle portion of the magnet. So with this fifth activity, that activity 5, we find the direction. Means using magnet we can find what? Direction. So using this, means in this activity what happens, you have to take one wooden stand and you need to take one magnet and you have to tie one silk thread and make the magnet hang. So it will stop moving from, means that particular magnet will stop moving from one direction, means it will move like this, that movement will stop in which direction, north and south direction. Understand? Means that time magnet rests at north and south direction. So with that help we need to mark which is north direction, which is south direction. Understood? Which side is north, which side is south, basing on that. So with this experiment what we came to know, that we can find the direction using what? Magnet. So basing on this, means using this technique, with the help of this means what you have to say, means magnet is used in finding direction. Basing on this, compass, magnetic compass was made. What this magnetic compass is, means how it is made is, it is inbuilt with a magnet. Understood? Magnetic compass is inbuilt with a magnet as shown in the figure. So as it is inbuilt, and one direction, means south region is mentioned with a blue color and north region is mentioned with red color. Understand? So that is how this magnetic compass was prepared or made. Understood? So this magnetic compass, when it is, means when you're moving it and leaving for a while, what happened exactly, means after certain time this magnet rests. No, so when, in which direction magnet will rest? North and south direction. So when magnet is resting in north and south direction, so exactly when these blue and red lines will come under that pointers. Understand? So exactly when they come, that shows, means that shows what? North direction. If I am here, now in my hand that compass is there, and after moving certain while I have stopped like this, then in my hand it is showing north this side and south this side. So I am standing like this. So I am standing in which direction? It means in which direction I am standing, I want to know that. So if this is my north and this is my south, so in which direction I am standing I could know, isn't it? When two directions were known, obviously the remaining two directions we can find out, isn't it? So to find the directions, what is this? These magnets can be used. So magnetic compass is made with the help, means is prepared with what? Magnet. So in this, what is the principle applied is, magnet always rests in north and south direction. That is the principle applied here. So once the magnet gets rest, it shows north, where is north direction, where is south direction. So from that we come to know what are the remaining directions. Okay. So mostly this magnetic compass is used in aeroplanes and ships. Understand? So in ship and aeroplanes, because when they are traveling, they shouldn't lose their way, isn't it? So that time this magnetic, after certain movement, it will exactly rest in north and south direction and it will show in which direction they are going. Understood? So at the same time, even mountaineers and also some army people will use this magnetic compass, because they should, during wars or during this trekking, they should not lose their way, isn't it? So to do not, means not to miss their way, they use this magnetic compass. With the help of this magnetic compass, they come to know in which direction they were traveling or in which direction they were moving, because magnet will always rest in north and south direction. Means it will show, if it is resting like this, then this is north and this is south. This will be the south region if it is resting like this. So obviously this side will be east and this side will be west. So with the help of that magnetic compass, we can know the directions in which we are traveling. Understand? So with this topic, we are going to end our session today, and we are going to take the remaining part of the lesson in the next video. Thank you. Please subscribe and share my channel Mansa Tutorials.